Well, hello there. My name is HW. Thank you so much for watching Tone Junkie TV. I am still super excited about this editor, and I want to share with you the top 3 features that I think are the best thing in this editor. These are the top 3 features that I think are most going to impact the way we use the Kemper. Okay, number 1, preset management and saving your own presets. This is, I should say, saving and sharing your own presets, because this is going to change the way we all share presets, build things, enjoy the Kemper. Let me give you an example. We did some profiles with a guy named Stu G. You can check out those videos on our channel if you're not familiar with Stu G and all the bands he's played with, all the music he's created. But let's say you want to take this profile of Stu G 62 AC. This is the B4 profile. And let's say you're like, I dig this profile. I really like some of these effects. They're unique. Stu dialed these in to be a certain way. Let me unlock these so I can load those up. Here are the effects that he put on them. So he approximated a compressor that was very much like his orange compressor that he used. He dialed in this green screen to do the type of thing that his real full drive 2 kind of produces for him. This vibrato, this rotary speaker, these are all kind of specialized effects that he has used over the years in his H9, and we dialed them in as close as we could. What that means is you used to have to go in, grab this preset, or grab this profile, put it in your Kemper, and then save each of these as your own preset so you could call it up later with no names or no nothing. But now, simply by doing this, we're going to be able to grab and call this Stu G's compressor. So all I have to do is load up this profile, pull up my compressor, and boom, we've got this compressor-Stu G. We're going to change this to Stu G's Orange Comp. Now I know I've got Stu G's Orange Comp here, and if I ever want that Orange Comp, I can use it. I can also dial this in to be Light Comp, Heavy Comp, Medium Comp, so that I can have all of these presets just sitting there. I can send them to my friends. Me as a profiler and someone who makes free presets every week, usually 2 a week, I put them out there in my tips and tricks videos. I can just give you these presets now, and you can plug them in wherever you want. I can, of course, still give the whole profile to people as well. But this, I think, more than being a feature that gives us something we couldn't do before, it's making something uber easy, and that's going to mean the community is going to change the way we're using it. I think it's going to grow sharing in the community tremendously, and we're all going to realize that these Kemper effects are highly, highly underrated. Delays and reverbs in the Kemper are as good as any $400 Uber delay unit out there, hands down. They're going to expand the drives, but the drives that are in there are good. We just don't have enough of them. The compressor, holy cow, I'd love to have some more compressor stuff in there, just different styles, but the compressor we have is very, very good, and it is very malleable. It is very malleable. I'd also love some more modulation stuff. Next feature, you guys, import impulse responses. This is huge. For so long, I think the Kemper community has overlooked impulse responses. I think they're a great tool. I totally agree with people who say, I tried impulse responses and it's a rabbit hole. I feel like the sound is just as good on an actual just profile, on a studio profile. I agree with you, but let me throw one thing in here. One of the things I love about the Helix is being able to take that amp block and then pairing it with some IRs and dialing in which microphone I like and where I like that microphone. That's something we don't really do on the Kemper. I build in a lot of profiles, but how cool is it going to be to take all of those direct profiles that Tone Junkie's been putting into profile packs for about the last year and a half now, and finally, for those of you who don't have a powered Kemper, how cool is it going to be to take those and take the Tone Junkie IR packs and go, you know what? Today I do want to experiment with a direct profile of a 62 AC30, but I want to put it through some completely different speakers, and I want to profile, I want to hear what it sounds like with just a 906. I want to get a little different sound for a recording project I've got where I want to use just the 57 and pan it over here for just this part. I mean, the possibilities for studio applications here have really just grown leaps and bounds. Not again, You could have put these into Cab Maker and then loaded them in, but that extra step just keeps everyday use out of it. It just makes it so that you're not going to take the extra step. Let me download Cab Maker. Let me put it in. So I think this is going to be a huge way people start enjoying impulse responses and enjoying direct profiles when they maybe didn't have a use for them before. All right, last but not least, and probably my favorite feature in the new editor, we're going to go down to under all performances, my profiler, and I'm going to switch my Kemper to performance mode. That's important. Once we're in there, I'm going to select my top cap go-to performance that my buddy Dan made, and I'm just going to use this, and here we are. What do you see right here? Mix, high cut, these orange and blue dots. Guess what those mean? Orange represents your starting value, and the movement up to the blue dot represents your ending value for morphing. So there's not actually a way that we can toggle the morph on and off that I see in the editor, but what we can do is, by default, you can select the value down here of the orange dot, and that's the starting or default value when you load up that profile in the performance where you're going to be. And then if you hold Command, you now can control the blue dot. So we can actually create morphs right here in the editor. So even if we haven't created them on the Kemper previously, so let's say I want to increase this feedback. Well, all I have to do is set my starting value. I'll set it at 25. And then 26, how's that? And then I'm going to hold Command, grab it, and push it up even more. And now I can set that blue dot wherever I want it. So bada bing, bada boom. Now, if I were to hit morph when I'm playing my Kemper, I would be able to switch between these two values. And to show you that real quick, I'll actually hit morph over here, and you'll see all these values change. Look at that. Look at all those values changing together. And so you can do that right there on the unit. If someone knows how to actually toggle without touching the Kemper, I would love to know. I haven't figured it out yet. Guys, I'm so excited about this editor. I think those three things right there are going to change the way we build performances, are going to change the way we share presets with each other, which I think is going to grow the Kemper community by leaps and bounds, especially the Facebook and forum community. It's really going to bring people together to not just throw rigs on Rig Exchange, but for people to make videos on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and say, hey, check out this cool overdrive. Or people can say, what's that profile you're using? And they can say, it's this profile, but any clean profile will work. Check out my overdrive. Or check out, or hey, what delay is that? And it'll be, hey, let me send it to you. It's this customized dual crystal delay I sent. That, I think, is going to grow the community and meaningful interactions in the community by leaps and bounds. It's never been a better time to be a Kemper owner. I think impulse responses are another sort of unturned stone. That's a stone the Kemper community needs to turn over and realize, hey, we don't need impulse responses. The Kemper creates amazing studio profiles. But if you are a tinkerer, how fun is it going to be to take a direct profile of his 1962 Vox or 1965 Deluxe Reverb or an original Marshall Plexi and say, today I think I'll take a Royer 121 directly over the dust cap. No, I think I'll actually take it a 1/4 of an inch off of the side of the dust cap. I mean, it's just, it's endless the possibilities. And if you're a studio guy, here's what it means. It means not getting up and going to the microphone room. It means taking less time to do the same amount of work, and that means money in your pocket. I've sold so many Kempers to studio guys. I don't even sell Kempers. I just bring them over, show them how it works. They instantly see dollar signs because they realize if I don't have to spend 15 minutes miking up a new amp and changing the mic position so that my overdubs and my second guitar parts have a slightly different EQ, I can save money. And if I can grab HW's matchless profile pack, any one of them, and use the H speaker on one take and the M speaker on another, that was the same thing as moving some mics around, changing a speaker cab. It's money in your pocket. The Kemper editor is here. Who else is excited? Tell me in the comments, what is your favorite feature on the editor and how is it working for you? I've been HW. If you get anything out of these videos, please like, subscribe. It really helps the channel. Leave a comment. Thanks so much. HW, out.